What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. Back at you with another one. You know what I'm talking about? Cooler Talk Podcast. What up with it, Ray? What's cracking? Don't be over there all quiet.
Not much. I'm chilling. I
Oh,
just
okay,
came
you
back from the
chilling.
bar.
Okay.
Came back from the bar celebrating St. Patrick's Day
St.
as a
Patty.
real one. As a, yeah, St. Petty Day. You know what I mean?
St. Patty.
You know,
Petty
I ain't had
Patty.
no green on. I was in there in all black. You know what I mean? Black
Yeah,
everything.
you was in that
You
motherfucker.
know,
You wasn't even in that end. It's like you wasn't even in that end.
I wasn't even in
It's
there.
like you was there. You
You
was,
know.
that bitch wearing camouflage.
Oh man, hey boy, you better make sure this. You better Boy, you better make sure like this ain't after dark because the shit I want to say I can't say on here. You know
Yeah,
what I
it's a
mean?
lot of
Like this
stuff
got to
you.
be after dark.
Yeah, yeah. This is you're right. Alrighty, so let's get into it before we. How you think Joel Embiid's injury gonna affect his chances at MVP?
I think it's going to affect the big time. I don't think it should. I don't think it should, but I think it will. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Because I think a lot of the people who actually got the power to vote in the
mm-hmm.
media, they trying to push towards this narrative or whatever. They got a certain narrative or whatever, and I think they gonna um, make his games being missed as a huge chunk of the decision on why he's not going to win MVP. I think he's more definitely. I think he most definitely is the MVP of the NBA. He got the um, 76ers, you know what I mean, to a respectable spot in the league, and it's all pretty much because of him. And you know what I mean, like he doing it all. So I think for sure that it's gonna hurt his chances just by him being out. I think they're gonna hold this against him, regardless on what his numbers is, regardless on anything. So
I agree with you, but I feel like now the more that I think about that, like I think it should go like this, right? Like say your team. Okay, let's take AD for example, right?
mhm.
He been he been out for a minute. Before he was out, the Lakers was what, number one in the West, if I'm not mistaken? Number two, number one.
Yeah.
So
Number one.
if you miss and then your team fall off and then you come back and they jump right back on, I think that should even be more of a case why you MVP. Then it should hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Like if
No,
your
yeah,
team,
you're right.
like if it that
But that's from a logical standpoint.
right, that's too much
And
like too much
that's
like
from a
right,
logical, unbiased standpoint. Yeah.
right. So yeah, I think it's gonna they're gonna look for a reason not to give it to him. And I think they're
Yeah.
gonna use game
For sure.
or they're gonna use the reverse of what I'm saying. Like so if they play good without him, they'll use that as to why he don't get it. You see what I'm saying? Versus like what I
Mm-hmm.
said, like if he miss and then they kind of drop games that they normally would have won, then he come back and then
One.
they
Right.
start winning, then that show his worth, that his value. But they gonna
Yeah.
use it, they gonna flip it, they gonna be like, oh well, they won without him, but they're not gonna take in consideration they beat under 500 teams. Like
Yeah. Right. Not at all. Right.
so,
Yep. I
yeah,
feel you.
it's gonna definitely hurt him, bro.
It's
I
gonna
already know.
be like it's gonna be some bullshit. It's gonna be some straight up bullshit because we're about to see like how this league is really ran, and it's suck that like a lot of these media members actually have the power to actually vote, and a lot of these media members are LeBron James groupies. Like they in the
I don't
LeBron
think.
James
I don't
coalition.
think.
You know what I mean?
Like me personally, I think maybe like back in the day, like the '90s, maybe early 2000s,
Maybe.
the media could have, man. No, it need to be just like the All Star team, the All Star. It need to be coaches and players should do the MVP voting.
Yeah.
It should be coaches and
Yeah.
players.
That's
The
exactly
media
what
too
I think.
biased. The media need to go ahead and
The
pass the
media too
sticks.
biased.
The media too biased.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
I think they
I
need to
agree
go and pass the
100%.
sticks to the just like the All Star. Because think about it, like it's always it's never really been no snubs. Like as far as like it's been snubs based on too much talent in the league, but it ain't been snubs like why he in there though. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't
Exactly.
been nobody who been an All Star and you be like why he an All Star. It might have been somebody who you like why he not an All Star, but it ain't never been no like
Right.
him.
Why he an all-star?
Yeah, like like only
Yeah.
reason, like for instance, like like Bradley Beal. Only reason he ain't been one is because he just ain't been on a good team, and that's one of the criterias.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
been an
For
All
sure.
Star talent.
Yeah.
He been that. Like that ain't
He
nothing
been an
new.
all-star talent.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, I think they need to go ahead and pass the sticks, man.
They do.
Media need to go ahead and pass the sticks on the MVP talk because they don't. Man, I can't
See, but
even
like
listen.
that need to be something. But like that need to be something that's implemented in the league. Like that's what the league office need to take into account because they the one that give them, like they the one that give them this type of power. You know
Right.
what I mean? So it's just like it need to be something that's passed by the league office where these media members don't get that type of um, power
Say
to
right.
like to vote for the MVP. That's something that's because every year it's a different criteria because it's just like how they were saying like Nick Wrong was saying like, well, look at Giannis. Giannis can't be the MVP because how he performed in the playoffs. Nigga, the MVP is not a regular season award.
You mean it
You know
is
what
a
I mean?
regular?
Who
You mean
gives
no
a
no no
fuck?
no
That's
no.
about
You
what
mean
you do in the regular
it is a
season.
regular season award, right? Yeah, it is a
I
regular
mean,
season.
yeah, like it is. It is. It's not a postseason award. It's not about what you do in a postseason. It's about what you do in the regular season. And at the end of the day, it's just like that type of shit shouldn't matter. So y'all try to find different criterias. So if LeBron flame out and lose in the playoffs or don't get to the second round of the Western Conference, you'll be like, well, LeBron had an incredible season for the ages. It's just like they'll flip this narrative again. It's like it's back and
But
forth.
no, this how they do it.
So
This how they do it. They'd be like they'll just use the he ain't had no help, right? But look at it like this though.
yeah, right.
Look at it
Of
like
course
this.
that.
Look at it
Yeah,
like this. How do how did teams stop Giannis in the playoffs? How did they stop Giannis?
made us shoot jump shots.
They built a wall. So how do you
Yeah,
offset that? If you roster wise, how do you offset that?
get number shooters.
So if he didn't have that, technically he played bad because he didn't have no help, right?
Right, because like that's the help that he needs
If
to
it's
succeed.
anybody, if technically, but
Right,
I feel like
right.
the I didn't have no help, that didn't have enough help excuse is like the lamest excuse in basketball.
Yeah.
Because technically, if you want to be
There's a lot of teams
technical,
playing without no help.
every team that ever
Shit.
lost in NBA history could have, if they would could have lost because they didn't have enough help. Technically,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's every team that ever lost. It's somebody you could put on the team and they would have won.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yep.
I
Yeah.
love Jordan, but if you'd have gave Utah Shaq or some shit, they'd have won. You know what I'm saying? Like, every team lost because they didn't have enough help. Like,
Right. Right.
that's a
Exactly.
lame duck ass excuse for
That's a lame duck
for
ass excuse for that nigga.
for players not doing what they could, the most they could have possibly
Yeah.
did to control the outcome of the game.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So yeah,
I agree.
that's a lame. I ain't got nothing else to say. Excuse. So since we on the subject of MVP, you know what I'm saying? You got Rum DMC on or something over there? You good? Who you think?
Nah.
Who you think is getting snubbed? Like that's like, bro. Why they not even bringing him up? Who you think getting snubbed
Ooh,
out the convo? I know. If you don't know, I know. Who going first? Who going
the
first?
beard. The beard.
Okay.
James Harden.
I got somebody else for you.
Who that? Who you got?
Spider-Man. Spider.
Who?
Donovan Mitchell, man.
Who is that? Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan. Because, hold
Hey, they
on.
need to change that. They need to change that nigga name, bro.
What?
I ain't calling that nigga Spider Man,
No, they call
cuz.
him Spider. I just added that shit on there for I don't know why. But
Oh, okay.
I'm gone. Fuck out. But
Nigga
yeah,
Spider
like
Man.
hold on. Didn't the criteria used to always be the best player on the best team? Wasn't that was it, right? Best player, best team. That was the criteria pretty much for MVP.
That
Right?
was always the
That
criteria.
was the criteria
That
for
was
MVP.
always the
The
criteria.
best player on the best team. Nah, hold on. So really, let me do something. Let me do a little research. So really, this how it should be. Technically, the only the only real candidates is Embiid, Donovan Mitchell, and Harden is like honorable mention.
Yep.
That's how it. That's
Yep.
it. That's it. That's the end of the conversation.
That's it.
That's it. That's how it should be
Yep.
right now.
I agree. Period.
You know what I'm saying? Period. And this is we using it in proper
Period.
reference. Like you made a point. You know, I'm
Right.
tired of
Exactly.
motherfuckers. I'm so tired of motherfuckers saying period while they homegirl doing some ratchet shit. That's not when you say period. That's not what that word for. Make a point. Then say it.
And then some
Don't
period.
yell it out because your girl is doing some ratchet shit with her hood rat
Period.
friend.
Period. Period.
Yeah,
Period. You know how them rats be. I see a lot of rats doing that shit.
yeah. Fucking Splinter.
Little ratatouilles.
That shit give me
Little
that shit give me a headache.
little ratatouille.
I got old man ears, man. That
Rat,
shit give me a fucking headache.
ratatouille's
I'm plugging
cooking
this radio.
rotel.
Roll tail. If you don't take that bougie word off that basic, you don't get that nacho dip shit
Man,
on up with your dip shit.
you
You
don't
don't
get
get that
that
dip
Super
shit on
Bowl
your dip shit.
shit out of here.
You don't get that dip shit on your dip shit.
Dip shit.
Now
Dip
look, now
shit,
look, Pete,
bitch.
Pete, Pete. So the Sixers is number one in the East, right?
Okay. Right?
Utah is number one. So honestly, these should be the four MVP candidates right here. Embiid, Donovan Mitchell, Harden, and Booker.
Yeah.
Because the number two seed in the West is Phoenix.
It's Phoenix.
Them should be the MVP candidates.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it should be.
You know what I'm saying? Now it could change. It could change. Cause it's you know what I'm saying? Like, cause they only one game ahead of they only one game ahead of the Lakers. But shit, it could change
Yeah.
shit. But Philly tied with Brooklyn. So, it could change, but as of right now, that's what it should be.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
That's
should
what it should
be.
be.
You know what I mean? Because like you said, like the criteria before, it used to be the best player on the best team. And But because LeBron had a stacked team in the Eastern Conference for all these years, that was the criteria. They based the criteria off of his shit. You know what I mean? But now
Right.
since it's not that, now it's injuries and not like, oh, who played the longest? Because LeBron played 18 years, he missed the durable. They using that now as the criteria. Like the media just full of bullshit, dog. I'm getting tired of these whole ass niggas. I'm getting tired of waking up every motherfucking morning and can't listen to a good analyzation of a basketball game. It always got to be something centered around LeBron or about what LeBron did or why LaMelo didn't mention LeBron this or why the Lakers going after Drummond, the Lakers going after LaMarcus Aldridge, the Lakers going after Steph Curry. Man, I'm getting tired of hearing all that shit every morning, dog. You know what I mean? What happened to the good commentating or analyzation of a basketball game or basketball players? There's more than one team in the Western Conference. Sorry, Utah is the best team in the Western Conference. Give them niggas they just do. Start talking about how good Donovan Mitchell is or how good Rudy Gobert is as far as like one of the best shot blockers we done seen in this era. This nigga averaged almost 3 blocks a game. Why we ain't hearing more about that? You know what I mean? It's crazy, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And all these niggas got the same agenda. From Kendrick Perkins to fucking Shannon Sharp to Nick Wrong to Chris Broussard. All these niggas, don't
Hey man,
like they
hey man,
all
hey man,
bullshit.
hey man, don't put my light skinned brother in there, man. Chris Broussard, he ain't that bad, man.
Man,
don't
fuck that.
No, listen,
Man, fuck that nigga.
listen. Shut up. Listen. The reason why I'm gonna give Chris Broussard the benefit of the doubt, right? Listen, because if I'm a guest on your show, right, I'm gonna talk about what y'all talking about, right? Right? Motherfucker, don't scratch the back of your head, nigga. Answer. So, now if you look on what the topics be on, listen, Linda, listen. No. I'm not saying no. I'm talking about the only. I'm not saying his opinion about LeBron. I'm talking about the only LeBron topics. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, but still, don't try to bail this nigga out. I'm saying, don't try to bail that nigga out. If you watch LeBron dick sucker too.
If you watch Our Couple, they don't really talk about that nigga like that.
Okay, but still, he's still a LeBron dick sucker.
I don't listen, but this is the thing. What show he be on most of the time?
YouTube.
Nope. Nigga, that YouTube ain't a show. He normally be on.
Like you asked me.
He normally be on First Things First.
Oh! I thought you said what your TV usually be on.
Oh,
I thought you talking about me, nigga.
No. Like most of the time, Chris Broussard is a guest on First Things First. He not really a guest.
First Things.
I don't listen. I don't listen to shit with Nick. Listen, if Nick right on that shit, I don't listen to it. So I don't even be hearing that shit.
He usually a guest on First Thing First or First Take.
Yeah, but bro, I don't even listen. If Nick right on there, I don't listen to it at all. I don't listen to shit with Nick right on there. I don't give a fuck if it's 15 people on there. If Nick right one of them, I'm not listening to it. It's a waste of time.
That's every day then.
That's why I
don't. Because that nigga on that bitch every day damn near.
I don't never listen to it. So I really can't speak on that because I don't never listen to them segments. I only listen to him on Our Couple. That's it. I don't listen to him on when he really guests on shit. I might listen to him if he guests on Undisputed, but I don't listen to him. I listen here. First thing first, don't get a view from me.
Man, listen. Chris Broussard a bitch just like the rest of them because I be hearing his stance about how like LeBron James is playing defense and all this, and that's hard to do because that's about mental fortitude, and you got to. But then you got all these other players that's doing the same shit Now that don't matter. Now it's about games. He on the same type of regiment that these other niggas on. You know what I mean? When it come down to that. So he be saying the same shit that they saying, regardless on if they talk about it in his show as a topic or not. When he get on whatever show and they talk about LeBron James, you start to see his pom-poms starting to come out.
Pom-poms?
Yeah, pom-poms.
Well, like I said, I don't really listen to him on that shit though, bro. I just stick to Odd Couple. I don't really mess around with none of that because he always be on the shows I don't fuck with. I don't fuck with
Yeah,
it.
I feel you.
I don't fuck with it. First. I don't listen to First Things First at all. At
No, I feel
all.
you.
Ain't nothing.
I listen to First Things First on YouTube. That's like I never clicking on my TV. I only catch all the shit off YouTube.
You be listening to the shit just to piss yourself off.
Yeah, I do. I be at work and shit. I be needing shit to do. You know what I mean?
Just listen to the shit to piss himself off.
Shit, I gotta get motivated. You know what I mean? Like when I'm hearing shit like that, it motivates me to come on here and to expose these niggas the way they need to be exposed. Man, you know what I mean? Because it ain't a lot of people that's on YouTube that's actually exposing these niggas like that. They let these niggas get away scot-free.
I told you when I was done with Nick Wrong. I told you when I was done. You can't have a conversation about work ethic and basketball and don't even bring Kobe up.
Exactly.
What? That's like talking about the best shooters of all time and you don't bring up Ray Allen. You don't bring up, fuck that. That's like the best shooters of all time and you don't even bring up Steph. That's what that's like.
Yeah.
The most dominant player ever and you don't bring up Shaq. Like it's like shit that's like clear cut him and you don't even bring him up.
Right.
Like, come on.
Right, like the best rebounder ever.
And you don't bring up Dennis Rodman.
Right.
What? That's like the best mid-range shooter ever, and you don't bring up Jordan or Mike or Kobe, nigga. You don't bring up neither one of them. Like, what? It's just certain, like, we can be far left on certain stuff, but it's like, if your just all around general basketball knowledge is just on retard, I can't fuck with it. I can't listen to nothing you got to say. Your shit is on short bus. Your shit is on. I can't do it.
Real talk.
I can't fuck with it. So yeah, I don't listen to nothing he got to say, bro. He pissed me off every time. Every time I hear him talk, it annoys me. Yeah. Every time, bro.
Yeah, fuck that nigga. Yeah, fuck that nigga.
Right, we still got to get the nigga counter on here, man. I know you about 10 today. 10, 15 today.
I'm probably a little bit above that.
You 20 a day. They ain't vitamins, nigga. It ain't a vitamin.
Shit, nigga, like today, nigga, I gotta take my nigga vitamin.
Oh my god.
Shit, nigga. So nigga, take my nigga vitamin.
On St. Patty's.
On St. Patty's.
Man, I think that's it though, man. What you think? You got anything else you want to jump at? Anything else ruffling your feathers? Or you ruffling feathers? Or whatever?
No, I don't got nothing else really.
All right.
Not yet, because I gotta find out if Brooklyn beat Indiana. I know Milwaukee came back and beat Philly without Embiid tonight.
Straight up.
They went into overtime. So, but I know, like last time I looked at it, what's the name was down 5. It was like 105-100, but I think it was like 26 seconds.
Brooklyn won.
Yeah.
Pop up at the twos. It's your house in Brooklyn. Bookman. Oh, shit. I'm so Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Hey, that's nigga. Cause like what's the name played tonight, I believe.
Who
Um,
that is?
Karis LeVert.
Oh,
I think
Vert.
Karis LeVert played tonight against Brooklyn. Yeah.
He probably was on restricted minutes, but let me see. Hold on now.
Yeah. Find out for me.
Hold on. You got questions, I got answers, motherfucker. Shit, no, Vert played. He had 19 of them things. Shit, he was elite. He was a second leading scorer. Oh yeah, no, he played.
Yeah.
He played 33 minutes. He played. He big
Oh yeah,
played.
he played.
He play.
He played,
Yeah, he
played.
play. He
How
play.
much? How much did Brooklyn win by?
Well, sir, 9.
Good, cause like they was down. Shit, they was down. At the end of the third, so they came back and won. That's all good.
Yeah, that's clutch.
Or no, it was halftime when they was down. My bad. When I look, it was halftime. But yeah, that's good that they came back and won. But yeah, but that's about it, man. That's all I got. You know what I mean? Everybody in NBA Cooler Talk land. What up, though?
Was cracking.
And I know everybody else probably got some smoke for me and whatever else. I ain't hard to find, niggas.
Facts. All right, well, shit, we'll get at y'all with another one.
For CZ.